everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition with me, Friedrich, as the allies, and my opponent, TF-1377, is Japan. It is May 7, 1943, and we're trying to terrorize his convoys here in the Sea of Okhotsk, and can we do it? Maybe take out a tanker as well. Ooh, fuel cargo burning. We'll take it. Let's see if we can get out of here without a problem. Alright, he's got several fuel bearing or oil. It said fuel cargo. I don't know if it'll say that whether he's carrying oil and or fuel, or if it literally means he's carrying fuel. But anyway, this should sink. Now I don't, no confirmation here, but that's a nice target. We'll take it. And we should finish it off here. Well, maybe not. But it did break off, and now it is a sitting duck. There. That might be it. Because that's the only thing we've attacked. Well, sorry. That isn't the only thing we attacked. That's the only thing we hit, especially this turn. Alright. Can't win them all. Alright, for some reason, we're still getting crazy results from our search aircraft. This is overcast, and we just take a few casualties there. I'm going to turn this down. I don't know if that affects you, but I'm turning it down for me. Alright, Ambon, it's Ambon's turn, but now we're hitting the port. We did wreck the airfield pretty good last turn. So now it's time to hit the port. Got some fuel and supply hits, which we'll take. See if we do. Nope, still one port hit. Okay, follow-up raid. 6 bombers, 5 total hits. Okay. I have said, and it's just true. Ports are just hard to wreck. But I picture like these concrete reinforced structures that literally are hard to damage. Now, I didn't see a raid. Okay, let me think. I'm bombing ground troops in Burma. Let's see if we go in the afternoon, because I'm also doing an attack. So everybody hold your collective breath. Here we go. This is where I'm attacking. 10 damaged out of 29. Now, I guess that doesn't mean 10 aircraft are damaged, but... Alright, let's see how we do. Okay, he has... okay, Engineer Regiment. He has 3... Okay, 16th Division, Engineer Regiment. I forgot to look at what the Vengeances hit. But, so he has a full division. That Engineer Regiment should be swept away easily. Some more 16th Division casualties there. My hope was to hit this where it's not so strong, like with tanks and whatnot. This is a ×3 terrain, so it's not going to be easy to knock them out. But it's possible we'll get them with supply issues. I don't know that for a fact. Oh! Alright, so we do have escort though, so we should be able to maybe get some shots in, but we don't. We'll I don't I don't know if we can save that boat, but we'll see. Time to patrol. Time to get some ASW patrolling that. I did not get hardly any aircraft hitting those troops in Burma, so that's unfortunate. Here's our deliberate attack. Okay, so all he has is one division here with some support units. This AA gun company, that's what was damaging our vengeances, I'm sure. But we have a pretty strong attack, although look at that. Hopefully it's just disablements, because, man, it's not ideal. Okay, it's 3-1 raw. We get 1-3 after the odds calculations. Um, both sides would probably come away with declaring it a victory. It's certainly a stalemate, but I love that we damaged this much. Like, look at that, 88 engineers. We don't lose as much, and we've got more to throw into that. But I was hoping to do more than that. See, supply issues, disruption. Maybe if we'd have gotten more bombers in here, we could have really taken it. But anyway, um, I'll take it. 6 vehicles destroyed to 0 because I don't think I even have vehicles here. Maybe the occasional truck or whatever. Guns, we lost 1, he lost 7. 12 engineers to 0. 1 non-combat, 1 non-combat, 2 destroyed, 3 destroyed. Okay. So the question is, who's better equipped to repair the losses that were just incurred? I don't know. But yeah, we'll take that as we'll call it a moral victory, right? Maybe it's a psychological victory too. Keep him thinking about getting out of there. I haven't seen a movement pip or whatever the word is in a while, and so I was thinking, helping him along. But we did not kick him out or make him retreat, so it is what it is. Okay, get some reinforcements here. Okay, we're here on May 8th, 1943, 2 years away from Germany surrendering. That doesn't really mean anything here in the Pacific. It seems like almost two separate wars, but the positive side is that would mean, although that's again 2 years away, we haven't even fought 2 years so far. But we're 2 years away from getting a bunch of stuff from Europe heading this way. Now, that said, the Soviets take a while to get geared up. I think roughly August 8th, I think, like, or 9th. And then so the Soviets shifting, and what was the other thing I was going to talk about? Uh, oh yeah, but it's we're only a few months away from the Mediterranean being opened up, and then we can have stuff shipped a little bit easier through the Mediterranean into the Indian Ocean area. But let's look here. We do get a hit. I think it was a glancing blow. Nothing big. Probably won't even send it packing. Here's our air operations. I think it's going to be status quo. We'll see, but I think it's just the usual. This is not ideal on any level. He's really pummeling me there. Okay, this is a pretty good raid here. I'm resting my heavies. Well, if I remember correctly, I'm resting my heavies back here because as soon as Prome becomes level 9 airbase, I want to shift everything over there. Um, okay, we're doing a good number on Rangoon there. And it's Dilly's turn here. Ambon was just about completely wiped out. Dilly should be... we should be hitting that soon with ground troops, actually. Okay, a late sweep, although I mean, trying to discourage Cap, so that hence the sweeps. Not quite as successful as earlier bombing raids. Nice. A nice coordinated attack by 3 squadrons. Maybe 4. Um, 10 port hits. Yeah, I thought I would mix it up and hit an we talk. Ooh, that's a good hit, a good day. I've got 2 squadrons coming here. Oof. What is going on here? Oh, yeah. I've got these guys doing a naval attack. So they decided for a change to go, I'm gonna have to reduce this by 1 hex. Or, I mean, I say by 1 hex. I'm gonna have to reduce this to somewhere in here because I do not want to lose bombers over truck. But this gives me a good idea of his cap. However, having said that, there's no way he's gonna only have 1 squadron of Tojos. After seeing this, he's probably gonna assume we're coming for further attacks as well. We get it 1 Tojo, and especially after that, he's probably going to put up more of this cap. But let's knock this out and hope we don't lose any more of these guys. Oh, we lost 2. Oh, man. Probably lost the pilots as well, and we might lose more coming. No, that was terrible. That sucked so bad to watch. and it's something I did not account for. I had no idea my bombers were going to fly all the way up to truck. Um, I take all the responsibility, of course. I mean, who else would? And all if I yeah, that was a bad result, but it was not intentional. But regardless, it was something that could have been avoided and should have been avoided, and um, yeah, sucked. Okay, so this is after our attack. We are bombarding. I figured why not? Let's make him use up supplies, which he has none, and or he had a malice for supplies. So we're bombarding. Also, it gives us a chance to keep an eye on what he has here. And I will be obviously looking at some losses, but talking about a few things I think here on the map. We got some activity going on here. It's good stuff. Okay. All right, so it's been a while since we've had a conversation about the operational report, or at least it's been a while since I remember it. So let's take a moment to look at this briefly before we get into other things. Apparently, we have a crash. We're going to have a lot of losses. Man, it's just going to be a terrible air day. We've had those before. We'll just have to take the punch and get right back into action. Um, these arrivals at Prom are air units I'm shuffling around. I'm trying to get stuff out of Bassine because supply is a major issue. But these I think are new. Well, first of all, we got 3 new boats, four new ships, and then we've got 3 squadrons. These should be new as well. So we'll take a look at losses now. And it see it says 11 total. I looked at the squadron of liberators, naval liberators, and we lost a total of 9, so probably 3 ops, which we'll find out here in a second. We shot down 1 Tojo in the process. Um, so it would have been a great day other than that. But we forced him to have 3 ops losses. So maybe, although some of these could be long range or even short range cap elsewhere. Anyway, so all in all, we'll take his losses as well. We'll accept them. But yeah, 6 air to air and 3 ops. Won't make that mistake again. In fact, I just changed that squadron to just do training. We had to replace 2 pilots as well that we lost, but we'll find out here and confirm. Yeah, 2 killed, but he could be missing also. I don't know. Fortunately, it's not worse. Could have been. Man, it's just terrible that uh, that happened. Okay, what did we lose here? Nothing. Um, yeah, those ships we sank, cruisers and whatnot, are not showing up here. So that's unfortunate. And but yeah, let's talk about something for a second. So Kusai is at air capacity 4. We need 1 more level, and we're already up to 36, and then we can hit truck from there. It'll be extended range no matter what bombers we use. And of course, we know that this, which is where we have this these heavy bombers, all of them, the 3 that survived were just completely damaged. But this is within 20, which we know we have range as well. We just found out. But yeah, the goal, by the way, because of all his fighters that are here, is to do night raids until we can figure out how to get in here. We may never get in here with day raids, but we'll find out later. That's not something I'm stressing about this moment, um, because it's future. Okay, so we're hitting WeWack for whatever reason, and I am marching troops around like some kind of a roundabout thing. One of the things is I want to block a retreat path. He could retreat this way or this way if when we take WeWack, that's fine. We'll figure out how to eliminate him once all that happens. But yeah, that's also future. These troops are slowly moving up and around the jungle. In fact, there's swamp in the way. I don't know. It may be by the time we get troops here, we've already taken Wewak and pushed him here. But that's just a direction I'm trying to push. But Dilly, we're just giving ourselves more work to do because we're damaging this air base only for us to come take it and then have to repair it. But that's okay. We're also hopefully causing him to have less supply and so forth so that it'll be easier to eject him from here. Um, but yeah, so we should be pulling the trigger on that invasion soon. We've got all these troops ready to go, and some infantry, I would assume, right? Look at this. Australian Armored Brigade is ready to go. I thought we had, um, well, where are my infantry? I mean, it looks like, oh, uh, this is an infantry unit. So, yeah, we should be able to. I guess it's just called Armored Brigade, but it's infantry. Um, this should be enough to take it, though. We may have to buy a division. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. But we're gonna leapfrog or island hop from Dili to Ambon after we build this, after we have this base with set up with air groups that can help cover Ambon, then so forth. I've discussed this, but this is imminent, and so you just need to get ready to pull the trigger on it soon. Moving on to Burma. He is. I don't see his little move pip anymore, but that doesn't mean he's not moving. It just means we don't have enough recon here. I'm shifting. He has at least a division here, and that makes me nervous. So I'm shifting some more troops to help bolster this. Um, and then uh, we see that he's not moving these guys out of here either. All right. Not really much to talk about. We hit this pretty hard with air power last turn. We'll pick a different target this day, and I guess it'll be Pegu. I like to hit the ones that are most repaired next. Okay. We got out of Lanchow, but we're not in great shape. So I'm trying to shuffle some more troops as they come back. I'm trying to shuffle them into this area, and we are moving down this road at a fairly decent clip because I want to pinch this guy off. So probably what I'll do is I'll get into this hex, start marching this way. He'll likely see us coming, and he'll either try to beat us to this hex, which I'm sure he would with if he has. I think he has some kind of recon or armored cars or something. He'll probably make it here before we do, but I wanna basically get in here and eliminate him. But if he owns this hex, except for one hex side, maybe two if we're coming this way, then if we defeat him, he won't surrender. He'll just probably run away here, wherever. Maybe even here, whatever it considers the closest supply source. Anyway, meanwhile, our guerrilla operations are in full force here. We've got cavalry running east. I'm gonna try to get into here, but these guys are well on their way. Well, I hope. Somewhat on their way to get into here. That'll we already own this hex. Well, if we can own this hex, that'll hamper supply movement, uh, which will require them to use this railroad. And then, I've already talked about this before, but just as a recap, I plan to take this and then march right up here and get onto this spot. And ideally, I'll move here first, then here, because I don't want to move to where he can see what I'm doing. I'd rather just he notices when he starts seeing supplies lessened, and with all the troops he has here, he needs a lot of supplies to feed all this stuff, including these guys here for that matter. Now they can use this road here, get it to this base, and then rail it. In which case, more troops are better. But that's what this is for too. But I don't have a way to get in here without him seeing. No matter any of these four hexes, he'll see us. I mean, I'm assuming he has troops here and here. I'm sure he does. Uh, but yeah, if we could spread out, and I mean, I don't know if I can take that. That would be nice to capture this in the background. Get more guerrillas up into here. Wherever I can be an annoyance, I would like to. Um, anyway, that's clear though. It's hard to defend these clear hexes. That's the problem. Because this is clear everywhere I am. This is wooded, but everywhere I'm gonna be stationing guerrillas to hamper him, it's all clear, so he could easily kick us out. So between these two, this is the better one because it's wooded. Yeah. But all this stuff is clear. So it's ideal for him uh, because wherever I try to cause a problem, he can just come knock me out with relatively few troops with a small commitment. Well, I think that's about all I was wanting to cover today. But we'll be back May 9, 1943, and we'll see what's in store next as I try to finalize preparations for my upcoming invasions. Well, take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye.